Our next speaker is Alex Kei, and is one of the most renowned online marketing experts in the Spanish-speaking countries. He's a true celebrity and is making his English language debut today. He's the president of Kei Enterprises and works with clients in over 27 countries, and also has been a teacher in the European Business School. Now, before becoming a full-time marketing strategist, Alex was a professional illusionist. And he's going to be sharing with us some of those branding techniques used in show business so you can put them into your own business and give it a real sheen, glitz, and a buzz. So today, Alex is going to share with us becoming a celebrity in your market, how to sell more using branding, and the marketing secrets from show business. So ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Alex Kei.
Thank you very much, Dave. Thank you, and hello to everyone. Buenos dias. This is Alex Kei from Barcelona, but right now from Orlando. And in today's presentation, I will teach you 3 magic tricks for children parties. But you know what? I am not so off topic, and I will tell you why. Now I am the president of Kei Enterprises, and we are a team of 30 people, and we have clients in 27 countries, but my life has not always been so fascinating as it is now. And even though I am just 33 years old, I have learned from my failures a lot more than I have learned from my success. And that's why I would like to begin with the story of one of my failures so you can prevent the same thing from happening to you. 7 years ago, I was a professional magician. I earned my living doing magic or illusion or tricks, whatever you want to call them. And my dream was to become as famous as the American illusionist David Copperfield. But very soon I learned that show business is not all glitz and glamour as one might think. And being an artist is very tough. And trying to make a living of art is even tougher. And I even had times when I didn't have money for the rent of the apartment I was living in. I had to work in the streets to earn some money to buy food and pay for my expenses. But as I am a very ambitious person, I knew that I deserved better. And in order to get it, I needed to change what I was doing. And in the process, I had to give up to one of my dreams. And you know what? It is very ironic, and it feels very ironic when you sometimes have to give up a dream in order to achieve success. But when we give up to something, other people see us as a failure. They can even call us quitters for not having the determination to finish what we started. But we must be able to recognize the difference between having determination and being stubborn and being obstinate. And what hurts the most is not to have failed at finish something. What hurts the most is the public shame. Failing in front of others, especially our beloved ones, is more uncomfortable than failing alone without anybody there to see it, right? But it doesn't have to be like that. And I remember one phrase that Mark Cuban, the multimillionaire owner of the NBA Dallas Mavericks, once said. He said, it doesn't matter how many times you fail. It doesn't matter how many times you almost get it right. No one is going to know or care about your failures, and neither should you. All you have to do is learn from them and those around you, because all that matters in business is that you get it right once, and then everyone can tell you how lucky you are. Isn't that super true? If you are in this summit, there is a very good chance that you are an entrepreneur creating or doing something that could change the world, something that could make a difference in other people's lives. And in order to change the world, you must become a celebrity in your market. And maybe you are thinking right now, but why would I want to become a celebrity? Well, first of all, I am not telling you that you have to be like, I don't know, like Paris Hilton, or you have to be like Kim Kardashian. I am not telling you that, but definitely you have to become very well known in your own market. And let's put this theory into context. Do you know who is this guy? Please take a look at your screen and tell me if you know who is this guy. If you know his name, please, if you know his name, please write it down in the chat or in comment box. Or do you know who is this guy? Or this other guy? What about this lady? Do you know who she is? You don't? Well, let me tell you who she is. She's Professor Seo-Hee Hong. She created a very complex algorithm that will allow security analysts to detect money laundering and will help biologists to understand protein interaction networks and will help software engineers to find new ways to understand large software systems. In other words, she's a genius. She's a genius. But almost nobody knows who she is. If she was a businesswoman, she would be in trouble. And the point here is, as sad as it may sound and as unfair as it may sound, how good we are at what we do is not as important as how famous we are in our own market. And we know there are thousands or maybe millions of people who could be interested in what we have and in what we do. We all know that if we let them know what we do, we could earn a lot of money, make our business grow, right? This is a very common idea among entrepreneurs, but is it really like that? Will people buy from us when they know we exist? Of course not. Of course not. And maybe you invest a lot of time spreading the word about your business, but even so, you are not getting the results you want. Am I right? We get frustrated when all those people who need and want what we have don't buy from us. And do you know why this happens? Because they not only need to know who you are, they want to know how you are. They want to know how is your personality, your vision, your philosophy. And once they know who you are, how you are, and what you do, they should like you. Because we are living in a time when people want to do business with people, not with faceless companies. The social networks are interconnecting human beings in an amazing way, as never before. And this is why it's so important that you are likable to your audience. And we want to be likable to all and everyone out there, and that's just fine. But we need to understand very well who our own market is, and we must know them better than they know themselves. We need to know what motivates them. We need to know what seduces them, what moves them, what do they admire, what do they dislike. Do you understand what I mean? Let me ask you who are listening to me at this moment in this summit, please write down in the chat what motivates you. Please write it down. What makes you get up in the morning from your bed? Please write it down in the chat box and I will read your responses later. Thank you very much. Doing marketing, or should I say doing great marketing, is more like psychology than just business. And we need to understand how the mind of our audience works, and we have to create our character based on that. And we all feel attracted to likable people, to friendly people. We all feel great in their company. And I remember Tim Sanders, the best-selling author, once said that basically likability comes down to creating positive emotional experiences in others. When you make other people feel good, they tend to gravitate to you. And that phrase from Tim Sanders summarizes everything you need to know in order to be likable to your audience. And the key is the creation of positive emotional experiences in others. And there is one more phrase that I like very much that emphasizes on this idea. It is a phrase by Maya Angelou, the American writer. She said, "People will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." How strong is that phrase? But in order to create a positive emotional experience in your audience, You must be very careful in your presence management. And this is a subject that many entrepreneurs totally neglect. And I will tell you right now 5 fatal mistakes that you may be making in your presence management. Number 1, having an excess of humbleness. And please don't take me wrong. It is good to be humble. Nobody likes arrogance, but we need to be humble at the right proportion. Saying things like, oh, I think I'm good, but I am not who to toot my own horn. Come on, that's not good for your business. There is a big difference between shameless bragging and artful pride. Big difference. So we must be confident, like most celebrities are. We know we are good at what we do, and we have to show it to the world, period. Number 2, thinking I am not a product. This is a big mistake. You are indeed a product. You are your product. If you don't see yourself as the masterpiece of your business, other people will never perceive your business as a masterpiece. And let me repeat that again. If you don't see yourself as the masterpiece of your business, other people will never perceive your business as a masterpiece. And you know, Jay-Z, the hip-hop performer and entrepreneur, he once said that, I am not a businessman. I am a businessman. You are a business. Believe that and your results will follow. Does that make sense to you? And this leads me to the next point, to the next mistake, trying to hide behind your business name. This is very common among many entrepreneurs. They market their company more than they market their personal brand. And this is totally wrong. For you to become a celebrity in your market, you need to put yourself in front of as many people as you can. And you have to let them know your name. You have to let them see your face. Let them listen to your opinions. And only after that, okay, mention your name. But only after. Mistake number 4, doing what other people in your industry is doing. I hear this very frequently from my clients. They say phrases like, oh, my competitors are doing this and this, so I will do that too. If we are and we act as our competitors do, there is no differentiation. Listen to this. Stars shine by contrast. We can see the stars in the sky because it's dark, because there is contrast. We must stand out. We have to create a unique brand with a very unique personality that creates contrast in our market. Okay? And the last mistake is being of character in front of your audience. People always expect something from you. Once they get to know you, they expect you behave in a certain way. They expect we dress in a certain way. They expect that we speak in a certain way. And you have to think of yourself as the main character in a movie. You need to define what your character is and always be consistent with that character. Just imagine for a moment that, for example, let's say Richard Branson, a cool, relaxed guy as he is, starts to behave in front of his audience as Donald Trump does. Or imagine Donald Trump behaving as a funny guy, like a sweetheart. That wouldn't be consistent with his character and will definitely hurt his brand. You have to become a character that your audience will admire. And for that, you have to please them. You need to surprise them. Astonish your audience and they will admire you more. And this is not a matter of you becoming someone you are not. I am not suggesting that you have to become a fake, but please allow me to warn you about something. There is one unintentionally bad advice that everybody's giving you and that is causing you to lose customers. Do you want to know what that advice is? Do you want me to tell you? That advice is be yourself. That's a very dangerous advice. Because what happens if you are arrogant? What happens if you are nasty? or insecure or too shy. Believe me, being yourself with all those unpleasant features won't take you very far away. I mean, we all have flaws, we all have bad things, but we also have a lot of wonderful attributes. So I would change that advice to be the best version of yourself. That's a lot better, isn't it? Bring out your best and magnify it. Your audience will love to see you in your best. In other words, make them like you more than what you do. If you make people like you more than what you do, they will pay you to see you dance, to play football, to hear you sing. It doesn't matter. But make them like you more than what you do. Does all this make sense to you? Please write it down in the chat if this makes sense to you. Do you think you can apply all this in your business? Do you think you can apply this, what I'm sharing with you today? Awesome. And now, for my last trick of the night, as they say, I would like to finish my presentation telling you a story of how I, applying some of the principles I just shared with you, I got 3 minutes in primetime TV in Portugal to promote my business. I think it was in April, if I am not mistaken, 2005. I was in a cocktail party, and I saw a very famous TV reporter from Portugal there in the party. And after a lot of hesitation from my part, I approached him and I struck a conversation with him. And I told him that I was a stage magician, and I somehow persuaded him to have lunch with me the next day. And I knew I had to impress this guy. I knew that I had to show him that it was worthwhile to spend time with me. And also I have to show him that I was a very good fit for his news TV show. And after a lot of stupid ideas that came to my mind at that time, I thought about something crazy. I picked up the phone and I called 30 of my previous children party clients, and I told them, "Hi, this is Alex Kei. Tomorrow at 2 p.m. I will be at this restaurant with this famous TV guy. If you want to come to the restaurant and meet him, and if you show me, if you bring with you an autograph that I have given to you previously, I will give you 2 free tickets for my show." And all of them said, but I don't have an autograph from you. And I said, okay, no problem. In that case, come to the restaurant anyways, ask any waiter where my table is, go there, ask me for my autograph, and I will gladly give it to you. And I will give you 2 free tickets for my show. So the next day, about, I don't know, 5 or 6 people showed up at the restaurant out of the 30 that I called the previous day, and they approached me at the table asking for my autograph. "Hey, Alex, could you please give me your autograph?" And I signed them the autographs, and I gave them also 2 tickets for my show. And of course, the reporter was blown away. He said, "I think I am not aware of who you really are. I didn't know you were that famous among kids." And I just smiled and changed the subject at the moment. But what's the lesson behind this? The lesson is that the perception of reality is more important than reality. And I am not saying that we should lie. If you listen carefully to what I just told you, I never said the reporter that I was famous. I just created an environment, or better, I just framed a situation that painted that perception inside the reporter's mind. And you, in your market, sometimes you have to frame your brand. Just imagine this. You are an actor playing the part of an expert. So make them like you. Make them want more from you. And you will become a celebrity in your market. And now, it's time for your gift. And you know, I'm finishing my book, Become a Celebrity in Your Market, How to Sell More Using the Branding and Marketing Secrets of Show Business. And when you sign up in that page in MiddleEastInternetSummit.com/Alex, you can sign up there and I will let you know as soon as I publish my book, and I will give you a free copy. So go there, sign up at that page, MiddleEastInternetSummit.com/Alex. Sign up and I will send you a free copy of my book when I publish it. And if you like this presentation, if you found valuable what I just told you and what I just shared with you, please go on Twitter and please go on Facebook, and with the official hashtag and with my name, Alex Kei, please share it with me. Thank you very much.